Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Bio Factory for NEET. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notification. In this video, I am going to explain the general characters of phylum Coelenterata is also called Cnidaria. The name Coelenterata is given to these members due to having of a cavity called gastrovascular cavity in their body, and along with this these members are also called as cnidarians because in their body they have some of the specialized structures called tentacles. On the surface of these tentacles it have a specialized cells. These cells are called as cnidoblast cells, and these cnidoblast cells, it consists of some of the stinging structures called nematocytes. So due to having of these cnidoblast cells on their tentacles, these coelenterate members are also called as cnidarians. Some of the example for coelenterates. First example, Physalis is also called as Proteus man of war. The second example is Adamsia is also called sea anemone. The third example is called Pennatula is also called as sea pen because these members it appears like a pen in ocean are also called sea pens. The next example, Gorgonia, is called sea fan because their entire body it appeared like a fan, so that this member is called sea fan. Along with this, Meandrina is called brain coral. So these members, due to having of calcium carbonate depositions, it look like a brain, so that is called brain corals. So these are some of the examples for coelenterates or cnidarians. In the general characters of coelenterates, these are the primitive members evolved after porifera, so that all members are in aquatic in nature, they growing in water, but majority of coelenterates present in marine water and having either sessile form or free swimming form. So sessile form members, with the help of a stalk, the entire body is attached to substratum, but the free swimming forms, they are freely swim in water. These members generally shows radial symmetry because the body can divides into two equal halves with any plane which is passed through their central axis, so that all coelenterata members can show radial symmetry. The name Cnidaria is generally derived from cnidoblast or cnidocytes because these cnidoblast or cnidocytes it consists of a stinging capsule or nematocytes. So due to having of this cnidoblast or cnidocytes on their tentacles of their body, the members are also called as cnidarians. And these cnidoblast cells, they are helpful to the organism in various purpose. So with the help of these cnidoblast cells, the members attaches to substratum. At that time it is useful as a anchorage. Sometimes the organism it can protect itself from other organisms with the help of these cnidoblast cells due to having of poisonous substances, and in some of other cases they can capture other organisms, that organisms are taken as a food. In this way the cnidoblast cells present on tentacles useful for anchorage and also useful for defense, along with for capturing of prey. These are the functions shown by cnidoblast cells present on tentacles. So cnidarians generally it shows tissue level of organization because many cells they becomes into tissues, and due to having of tissues in their body, these coelenterata or cnidarians can show tissue level of organization. During this embryonic development, these members having two germ layers so that all coelenterate belongs to diploblastic animals. Along with this, in their body, the body it consists of a central gastrovascular cavity. This gastrovascular cavity it can perform digestion function along with circulation function so that this cavity is named as gastrovascular cavity. Due to having of this gastrovascular cavity, these members are named as coelenterates. Such type of gastrovascular cavity present in their body, it is open to outside with the help of a single opening. The body having only single opening, this opening it present on hypostome and it acts as a both mouth and anus. So due to having of only single opening and it acts as a mouth and anus, these members shows incomplete digestive system. In these members, the process of digestion it occur either outside of the cell in gastrovascular cavity and sometimes the food is digested inside of the cell so that the coelenterata members can show both extra and intracellular digestion. But some of the cnidarians like corals, in these members, the members having a skeleton and this skeleton is composed or made up of calcium carbonate and it is look like a brain called brain corals. The main important characteristic feature of cnidarians is it can show two types of body form. In this, one of the body form is called polyp. The polyp is sessile in nature. With the help of a stalk, this body attaches to substratum and another form is called medusa. This medusa can show free swimming nature. So all coelenterata or cnidarians can show either polyp body form or either medusa body form. Some of the example for polyp. The sessile members having cylindrical body and with the help of a stalk it attaches to substratum. One of the example like hydra and other example adamsia. So both hydra and adamsia are example for polyp form and they are sessile in nature attaches to substratum. And one more type of body form, it is look like a umbrella. Such umbrella like structure it is present freely in water and shows free swimming nature like Aurelia or jellyfish. This Aurelia or jellyfish is example for medusa. But some of the members of cnidarians can show both type of body form alternatively. Such type of alternation of generation shown by some cnidarians is called metagenesis. Best example for metagenesis is Obelia. In Obelia, we can find that the Obelia is generally present in polyp form. This polyp body, with the help of asexual reproduction, it can produce medusa. It is free living and this medusa with the help of reproductive organs it performs sexual reproduction and after performing sexual reproduction again it can produce polyp body form. So Obelia is the best example for metagenesis because it can show both the polyp and medusa form in their life cycle alternatively is called metagenesis. So these are the some of the important silent features of coelenterata or cnidaria members. In this, the first and very most important character is presence of cnidoblast cells on tentacles. And these members first time it shows tissue level of organization. This character it will be maintained in next phylum also. So these are example for diploblastic animals, and due to having of a specialized cavity in their body is called gastrovascular cavity. These are some of the important features of coelenterate. Along with this, the main two body forms like polyp, it is sessile in nature. The body attaches to substratum with the help of stalk. But another form is called medusa. This medusa, it is freely swim in water, and all coelenterata or Cnidaria members are aquatic in nature. They are growing in marine water. So these are the important characteristic features of coelenterates or Cnidarians. Thanks for watching.